Am I going to be able to reacquire this target? I am not. Let me just back off here. Come back out to the left a little bit. See if I can find it again. I know it's right behind me. It's directly my 6 o'clock right now. Okay, 2, flight, go formation. I want you to rejoin. I need to maintain some altitude here and still got the same plan going on when it comes to getting in and out. Okay, MiG-23, Su-25, that's 2. 2, Samuel 12 o'clock, that's out to my right. No threat to me. Famous last words as I try to pick up this location again. Okay, tally. Okay, got the target location. I've got Samuel 5 o'clock. Okay, I've got to get eyes out of that area. Okay, Samuel 5 o'clock. Okay, 2. Flight, engage. Go for air defenses again, too, if you have any. I don't think you have any weapons left. I bet you jettisoned. And 2's engaged defensive Sam, I believe. Probably Hawk, although I haven't heard or I haven't seen any kind of a acquisition. What do I have on RWR? Just medium range. Hawk out to off my nose. That's fine. Okay, now for the hard part. Back to air-to-ground mode before I forget it. Okay, artillery, bunker, acquisition, Hawk, right, left, no threat. Okay, let's go glass down. Okay, let's go laser designator active. I'm going to roll in. I'm going to have to roll in from the right. I've kind of lost the desired angle that I had. I've lost TrackIR there for a second as well. Okay, target in sight again. Yeah, I like the geometry here. It'll be roll in, off, left. Okay, target in sight. I've got the specific aim point I'm looking for. Okay, rolling in. This will be a little bit shallow, or more shallow than I had envisioned at least, but that's fine. Okay, another acquisition. I'm going to ignore it, concentrate on my run. Boy, I'm way shallower than I wanted to be. That's okay, though. That'll do just fine. I might do like a little CCRP, try to loft this in here. I'm not going to get any kind of precision out of this at all, but that's not a big deal. Okay, getting a little bit too fast. Okay, getting into a better range here. Yeah, coming down way too fast, but that's fine. Okay, coming up on a release. I need to dispense. Okay, both bombs away. That's a SAM launch. Off left. Flare like crazy if I have any left. Come on. Okay, should be okay. More flare. Keep it moving. Impacts. That's fine. I wasn't looking for precision. There was no way I was going to get it. I'm just going to be happy to get out of this in one piece. Okay, throttle back in. That'll help me as help my IR signature and keep me from overspeeding and over-G'ing the aircraft. Okay, got an acquisition in front of me. Hawks, possibly, possibly Japard actually, and acquisition radar for the AAA, and possibly all kinds of possibilities. Okay, I'm going off right. We're to try to take it out there over the water. I know that I had some armor right down here below me in the briefing. I'm just going to keep my head on a swivel, keep it moving on around. Okay, that'll work. Let me just take it right down the road. I'm out of chaff and flare. I've got to be, right? Although I think I'm still auto-dispensing flare. Okay, now I'm auto-dispensing flare again. That's fine. I think I had... It's so hard to lose track, or it's so easy to lose track of when you are and are not auto-dispensing. Okay, contact armor, 8 o'clock for 5. 2, let me get you onto a rejoin. Flight, go formation, rejoin please. Okay, I think I can start to relax just a little bit here. I just need to take it down south along the water. And just keep looking for threats. I can... Is there any reason not to? No, I can take it down. I'll take it down low for the egress. Take her out 210 like I am right now, just down along the water's edge. And then take it down, down due south, back to base. And I think I'm getting more and more confident with overspeeding the aircraft. Usually when I get into the buffet for an overspeed, I just automatically try to pull it back in, but I'm getting more and more confident in the aircraft's ability not to fly itself apart in those situations, so... Okay, I think I'm okay. Airborne radar threat, high signal strength. I think it's right there at me. Hopefully MiG-23. I know the friendlies are in the area. Not much I can do about it now in either case, other than go for the deck and run. Okay, so we're back in friendly territory now. No doubt, no sweat. So let me get some navigation here, back to nav mode. And let's take it back to base. It'll be 160 for 178. Must spike 2 o'clock. That's okay. That's fine. That's the same. Well, that's not the same spike I'm getting, is it? Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. So yeah, that would have been off there to the right, because that's 2 forming up on my wing right there. That's perfect. Okay. Known threats, known area, known everything. So that was an exciting mission. That's... Oh man, just when you... I mean, knock on wood, I'm not out of the woods here yet. I'm still very much in bad guy territory, but... Well, I'm over the friendly lines, but you know what I mean as far as the air threat, but... I think I've been very, very lucky to have survived to this point. For sure. This mission especially, that's... I can't believe I haven't been shot down by an aircraft to begin with. I think I've been very lucky when it comes to the F-4's ability to pick me up and target me. I think I've been very, very lucky when it comes to missile evasion. I know there have been several missile launches over the last few missions that I've just not picked up on. I've been very, very lucky with AAA. I know that on the last mission, or yeah, it would have been the last mission, I was looking at the TACVIEW and I saw tracers coming over me in TACVIEW that I know I didn't see in the mission itself. Well, I said I was getting more and more confident with overspeeding the aircraft, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pull it back and keep it below 800. In this case, I'll only use that if I absolutely have to, especially with wing tanks installed. I don't want stuff to really start flying off the aircraft, so... Okay, still got the air threat on the RWR back behind me. I think it'll be okay from here. So I'm going to take it easy, relax for a minute, 157 kilometers. As we pass a... What are you, a bus? Yeah, as we pass over some civilian traffic on the road. I'm going to take it back to base, and I'll talk to you in just a bit. Okay, 124 kilometers back to base, coming over just some beautiful terrain here, just the rolling hills that you really don't pick up unless you're down here at low level like this, and I'm going to take it up just to make sure that I don't fly poor 2 into these hills. But just thinking, well, you know, about the nature of success or failure in a flight sim mission. You know, I probably am not going to get credit for like a complete destruction of the 2 primary targets, the 2 bunkers, but then again, I just put a couple of 500 kilogram bombs right there within, you know, a 100-yard radius or so, maybe a little more as we come over a train station. That's kind of neat. But I mean, even if they weren't totally destroyed, even if the targets are still there, you got to think that their ability to provide effective command and control is at least curtailed over the next several hours as, you know, they try to rebuild or try to keep doing what they were doing. I mean, yeah, they were in a hardened facility. They're probably fine. They're probably still able to communicate. But then again, I mean, the support functions around them. I mean, I might have degraded some of their communications, degraded some of their ability to ferry people back and forth as far as vehicles in the area. I might have taken out their chow hall, you know. They might be very, very hungry here over the next 12 hours until they can get some resupply and get some, you know, some of the stuff that fire is always going to be caused if you have a ammunition explode. I mean, that's always sort of a desired and just a by default. Okay, if you explode something near a facility or near something that's flammable, explosions are pretty hot. That's, you know, heat flux and that sort of thing is going to have an effect. You're also going to have little bits and pieces of what are termed firebrands. You know, either very, very hot fragments or very, very hot pieces of the surrounding, or very, very hot pieces of the explosive filler itself in some cases, depending on the filler itself. You can have that spread around to start fires. So there's a lot of stuff going through their minds right now, you know, even if I didn't get a direct hit on the target. So their ability to provide effective command and control is at the very least degraded. And, you know, right now we have, like was pointed out in the briefing, we have a little counter-strike going in over there, kind of in that area where I egressed over there towards the water. You know, if they choose right now, over this next few hours, to make that strike, then, well, they're going to have an advantage. So, looking at it from that perspective, it's a successful mission. Looking at it from the perspective as of, will I get all the points required for the campaign engine to advance me to the next phase or the next mission? I don't know. I don't particularly care. I used to care, but no, not so much anymore. It's all about, did you do what you reasonably could have done? I mean, I survived this mission. I haven't expected to survive the last 3 or 4 missions, so I mean, that's a very, very good measure of mission success. And boy, this is beautiful terrain, isn't it? Out here. Yeah, I mentioned, I think on the ingress that I can't wait to do the external view on this, because it's this lighting with the clouds and this, yeah, just the terrain and the textures is just great. Okay, 89 kilometers. Let me take it around to the left and get on a little bit more of a direct path back to base. I can pick up a little bit more altitude. I've got plenty of fuel, no sweat there. And I'll talk to you in a bit. You know, something else that occurs to me as we fly over this broken hilly terrain is how good this is going to look, and actually it does look in the Oculus Rift. I've had a copy of the DK2, the development kit for geez, I guess a year now. Wow, come to think of it. Haven't used it that much, but when I have used it and flown in terrain like this, it's just been just magnificent. And more than likely, by the time you're seeing this video, the DCS2 or the DCS 1.5, I'll have some videos out on that. And one of the very first things I'm going to do, since the DCS 1.5 and DCS 2 are going to have sort of native Oculus Rift support, is do some more Oculus Rift missions. Right now, with the, I guess, old version, by the time you're looking at this, of DCS, the problem was that you couldn't really get it to go direct to the Oculus. It was treating it as a third monitor, so it was just a pain to set up, and you also couldn't use the interface as far as mission planning and just the kind of front end menus and the interface right there. You had to do everything there, and then set up the Oculus and fly the mission. But in the new one, it's going to be very different. It's going to have the native support, and everything's running under one executable, so you'll be able to see and plan the mission in the Oculus and not have to go back and forth. And actually what I'm expecting it to look like, and I guess I'll be proven right or wrong by the time you see this video, is for it to be kind of like the F10 view, the map view does even in the DCS World 1.0 that we have right now, where it's just like a billboard. It's like you're sitting in a movie theater looking at the screen. So you had this big billboard in front of you where, you know, you would just have a display before. So it's going to be very, very easy to use, as I have, let me see, 66 kilometers, I was fixing to say. So I should have the field in sight out there on the horizon as we come down the coast. So yeah, it's going to be a lot better experience. And I guess where I was going with that is that broken hilly terrain like that is just going to be, it's going to knock your socks off. It does even under the old Oculus or the old DCS that we have right now, and I definitely will later on under the new version. So I said field in sight. Did I speak too soon? Yeah, I thought that was the field right there, but the field is actually a little ways up here, a little ways to go. So tell you what, I'm going to get a little bit closer, continue to navigate en route, and I will come back to you in a bit.